Self-Promote and Succeed is my latest book, and as we were planning the launch, my team made me a bulk bonus list to incent folks to buy the book in the first 10 days of its launch. Doing that builds momentum and rewards those early buyers for buying more than one copy. But selling books in bulk with bonuses isn't just a launch strategy. You can be doing it at any time, especially if someone offers to buy $100 or more. But what are the bonuses you can offer? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because this video is for you. Hey there, I'm Julie the Book Broad. I'm an overall #1 best-selling author on Amazon and the author of 4 books, as well as the founder of a fabulous self-publishing services company, Book Launchers. What's cool about Book Launchers, well, besides my epically awesome team, is that we help you write, publish, and promote a book. And a big part of promotion is strategy. Like, how do I get this company or association to buy 50, 250, or 500 books from me? Well, enter the bulk book sales strategy of bonuses. Internet marketers have been all about the bonuses since the invention of internet marketing. You've seen the bonus stacking, even if you didn't know it was happening. So, grab this course today and you'll get this package of templates worth $500, access to the group coaching worth $1,000, and on and on. And they do it because it works. So take a page from their book and look at what you can do and who you can offer it to so that you can start moving mass volumes of your book. All right, here we go. Bonus idea 1, one-on-one coaching sessions. Not my favorite because time is limited and my calendar is so full, but it's simple and easy to offer. And if you're just kicking off a consulting or speaking business or even a coaching business, this could be an awesome way to connect with people and sell books. But a one-on-one call can have massive value and could help you convince someone to buy 50 copies of your book, or even 10, depending on what your hourly charge and value would be. Of course, this can be a pretty strategic move if your back end behind the book is corporate consulting. This free call could turn into something that unlocks a sweet consulting gig for you too. Number 2, a VIP ticket, or even just a ticket to an event. Of course, there has to be an event, but you could host a live or a virtual event. Maybe you want to throw together a virtual event or a summit, and you want to charge some people, but give some other spots away for free to people who buy a certain amount of your books. You can teach content from your book in this event and sell more books at the same time. If it's an in-person event you're hosting, then you can always make it a VIP ticket where they have a meet and greet with you or your speakers, front row seating, lunch, those kind of things. Now, how many books you offer for this ticket is going to vary greatly depending on what you're offering. Nick Hutchinson over at Book Thinkers is starting to host some live events. By the way, look at his book, Rise of the Reader. Nice work, Nick. High five. Anyway, as he does these events and invites cool people like me to speak at them, thanks for the invite and fun event, by the way, Nick, he has some true value to offer people who buy 10, 50, maybe even more copies of his book. Buy that many copies and get a VIP ticket to your next meetup, to your next live event. But Nick also has another cool asset he can offer in exchange for buying books, but I'll cover that one in a sec. First, let's do number 3. By the way, I sort of do this, but I do it to reward my reviewers. We have an online party to celebrate everyone that posts a review of my book and lets us know via email, so we know where to invite you. So if you bought and read Self-Promote and Succeed, please post a review and then email team@booklaunchers.com with a screenshot of the review, and we'll get you an invitation to the next exclusive reviewer party. It's like a town hall Q&A with me, and we have a lot of fun swag and prizes. Number 3, access to an exclusive online community. It's been a while, but one of my favorite examples of this was Jillian Gertzen when she launched The Elephant in the Gym. She offered people access to a live community, I think it was just hosted on Facebook, when they bought her book. And it might not have even been when they bought it in bulk, but this is a nice offer for 3 to 10 books sold. If you're up for a little bit of work and maintenance, communities are easy and quick to build on different platforms like Facebook, Mighty Networks, even using a Slack channel. Now, they're a lot more work to keep going, but that's a different story. All right, number 4, workshop or online course access. There's something about the word workshop that can really work here, especially if you're selling to a corporation or an association. But if you already have an online course ready to rock, this can work too. Why a workshop can work better is because it's action-oriented. Actually, as I think about this, Self-Publish and Succeed Live should be a 12-week workshop, not course, because it's so much more than a course. We have support, action, feedback, getting that book written. And when we launch Book Marketing Magic in 2024, it's going to be a workshop helping you to prepare your research and pitches to get your book in front of other people's audiences. Oh yeah, workshops it is, my friend. All right, if you want details on those, make sure you're on our email list. booklaunchers.com/newsletter gets you on the inside. Okay, so this is a high value offering, so price your quantity of books accordingly. Where I see this being a really great fit is if you do corporate workshops. So sell that company 100 copies of your book for a half-day workshop, maybe even charge them on top of that. But every attendee and future attendees get a copy of your book. And voila, you've sold a nice chunk of books and gotten the first step into a company where you might be asked to do implementation consulting afterwards or to speak at one of their conferences and so forth. Number 5, done for you things like templates, scripts, checklists, calculators. You're probably offering these items for a smaller number of books sold, but if it gets someone to buy 3 copies and give 2 copies to someone who may not have known about you before, that can be a big win. Again, if you think about this from the perspective of you're trying to build your brand or your business as a speaker, consultant, trainer, getting someone to buy extra copies of your book almost certainly means they'll give them to someone who's a good fit for your book and message. It's a win for you in many ways. And templates are things that go along with your book. Like, for example, for a limited time around the launch of Self-Promote and Succeed, we're giving away media kit templates, email swipe files for Book Army recruiting and launch week messaging. These are given to you for only 3 book sales, so it's not a big lift for some high value items. Number 6, speaking engagements. This can be offered in all shapes and forms. We've had clients offer to do a 1-hour virtual keynote for 50 books or 100 books, while some other folks will say 500 books and I'll fly to you and speak. Then again, if you're a paid professional speaker already, you might not want to do that. But if you're relatively new to speaking, or at least new to getting paid 5 figures for a speaking engagement, this can be a great way to get some gigs, get paid for it in some way, and get a lot of books in the hands of people that a year from now could be very beneficial. Speaking in general is a great way to sell books. Sometimes it's as part of your speaking contract. Sometimes it's in lieu of being paid to speak. Some organizations can buy books but not pay you as a speaker. Or as an add-on to a contract, you might be able to sell books at the back of the room or even add on to your contract. Regardless, books and speakers are a match as fabulous as peanut butter and chocolate. Okay, if you're allergic to peanuts, maybe strawberries and chocolate. Or if you're weird and don't like chocolate, well, I can't help you. All right, number 7, access to whatever you've already got. Look at your target audience. What do they need help with? What have you already created that can support them? If you're a financial planner and you want to get inside to support more employees at a company, do you have workbooks, resources, contents, tools, training kicking around that you can give the company in a form of an employee support kit or a support system to achieve some goal? For us, we have the Foundation Library. This is a huge database of video training, resources, tools, and materials we've created over the last 3 or 4 years to give to support our authors. We've never given anyone outside of our clients access, but for Self-Promote and Succeed, we offered it for a set number of purchases of books. Think about what you've got and how you can position it as something of massive value, something so valuable they would pay you for it, to the people who can or will want to buy your book in bulk for their employees, their members, their clients, and then craft that irresistible offer. Let me know your ideas below. And when you comment the day a video is released, you get entered to win some fabulous #NoBoringBook swag, and you can join the ranks of our YouTube Besties family with Stephen Serrell, Efren Delgado, Rachel Robertson, Quizmaster China, Caitlin Duncan, and Bill Miller. All right, now you might be thinking you need more marketing support. Well, this video is on book marketing mistakes to avoid, and this video is the latest and greatest on the channel. So see you on the next video.